76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going, and off we go from Denver. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They go play action with Levis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Denver first down. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Titans out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Jaquan Jackson is back deep for Tennessee. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Now he'll air one out. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. To the left side in the hands of Bull. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now Pollard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Levis. Going up top. That is hard. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's into the end zone. Tony Pollard, touchdown Tennessee. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Nix. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. This is intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll go play action with Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's taken down up past the 35. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Knicks now on 1st and 10. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. Whoa. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This throw right side taken in by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. On 2nd down, Levis. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Pollard. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A second down throw here for Levis. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he'll be brought down. What will be the final act here in... The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll run. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. From the gun on third down, here's Levis. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. This is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, nowhere close to the yellow line. And that is a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
There is no whining since we got.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Levis.
Oh, no.
And this throw batted away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and it's going to be third down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a fourth down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Here's 2nd down. They send Sutton in motion. On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Y'all are fucking ridiculous.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Like,
now a timeout,
insane.
Denver. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a little over
Y'all
30
get
left
out
in
of
the
this
game.
room. All of you.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Here's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Here comes Jackson on the return. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
No, they didn't actually.
Spear. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
That's the end of regulation. With the score all time.
Well, that one's burning.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And a short pickup to about the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Spears. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Now a first throw here in overtime.
Oh,
and that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They're all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go. Here's Levis. This one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
2nd and a yard. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Out of
Once
here.
in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, Troutman. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. On the zone read, this is Nix. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
And he could only get about half of what he needed. Down to the 3, and now it is 4th and goal.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos.